Good evening. I hope I find you well. It's sunny at times, super rain then other times. How are you, Jesus? How are you, Sacred Heart of Jesus? We're going to sing a little hymn. We sit back and relax. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Hope you like that, Sacred Heart of Jesus, and I hope all other ones. There you are, up there, Sacred Heart of Jesus. Keep an eye on us all. Say it out to our Blessed Mother. How are you? How are you, Blessed Mother? We're going to sing a little hymn. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Thrown on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer. Pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner. Pray for me. Up you go, Blessed Mother. Keep an eye on things there as we go about our Blessed Mother. Yeah, Sacred Heart of Jesus. This is these are what the hymns are all about. Remind us of our Catholic faith. How are you today, wherever you happen to be? Did things motor along nicely for you? Well, after I did my videos this morning and tidied up and put out my porridge for the birds, this side, that side and round the corner, Bob's your uncle, put out they don't seem to be queuing up the way they were. Of course, the weather is kind of mild all the time. Don't know what to make of it. But there's still wasps about. After making a nest in my roof down at the sides, and when my friend Oliver comes down, calls there and there in the early next year, I'll see if he can get up on the ladder and put some stuff down to get rid of them. Inside. Just a holy thread where they're making their home. I mean, there's trees. Can they not go there where there's trees? What are they doing coming into my little abode? I didn't invite them in. I don't like them either. Because what did they do? Must have a purpose. Anyways, ipso facto, I got a phone call there yesterday from a lady in the solicitor's office that I was hoping might deal with an issue that I have about the car. And he does do a certain amount, but in this case, it could, it could be in court all day. And even though it's down for a day, but I said maybe doesn't need to go to court. But anyway, he's going to get somebody that is more in the court regular in case it has to go to the court. And but honest to goodness, I never saw such a difficulty in getting a solicitor to do anything. They're just like conveyancing and easy does it sort of thing. And was I got a phone call, we left a book. Right enough, I was looking for, I do the daily meditations or reflections. And I had to write it out again because I knew I'd written it out. And because it wasn't in the Lincoln book that was in the thing I was at already writing them all out again. Yeah, so there you are. That's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? So I got a phone call, so I drove in there this morning. And it was raining on the way in. So it's kind of raining every morning. Then it clears up in the daytime. At times, then you get another bit of a downpour. Now, so anyways, I got the book, and right enough, there was stuff in it and stuff that I wouldn't have had to write it out again. The daily reflections, but I got it anyway. And then, of course, on the way in, I said the rosary, and then on the way out, I got a few chapters. I offer up the chapter of mercy for the end of the war. No, I offer up the chapter of mercy for the innocent babies killed by the mothers in the abortion evil and the various other the killing of the vulnerable, euthanasia, assisted suicide, and destruction of the innocence of children with the gender evil and the education evil. And so I pray, I offer that up for all those to repent from these governments that have inflicted such evil on mankind, and doctors and nurses that carry it out to their eternal shame, that they repent. And the mothers that have their babies killed in the abortion even repent. So I pray for that. And I got 3 decades of that tree, and I visited then the church in Ballinlough. And when I go in, I'd bless myself going in. And funny enough, all the holy water in the fonts in the front, and on both sides, and there's 2 on one side and 1 on the other side, but I filled them with holy water. The sacristan doesn't seem to do anything, whatever's wrong with them. There was never any holy water in the fonts, but there's a big container with holy water, so I've done that for this past few years. And I did it again this morning. I mean, I did it, but I saw something was gone down a bit. Even I did it a week ago. So I did it again, and then I lit 4 cans, and there's a big stained glass window. I used to come in to the church just at the back, at the entrance over the door, in memory of the parents of Patrick Michael O'Reilly, who died in the Twin Towers disaster in 9/11. What a disaster. All these Muslim extremists driving planes with men, women, and children in the planes. They died. And 2 of them into the Twin Towers, and they collapsed, and over 3,000 died, including firemen and policemen that went in to try and, before the whole thing, to try and deal with the casualties. And the chaplain for the fire brigade, and with an Irish name, Father Murphy or something like that. He was a casualty, and you could see the foreman bringing him out. Very sad. But his parents, Alexander and Winifred O'Reilly, and then his brother and sister, Alexander Jr., and and the sister. She's an unusual name. I can't think of it. I can think of Mary Margaret and all these simple ones, but other complicated ones now I can't think of them. But Patrick Michael was very straightforward. So that was put up in memory of him. So when I lit 5 candles, I mentioned him as I was going in. And then when I went to the church, I greet Jesus in the tabernacle. How are you, Jesus? I'm looking at you, Jesus, and you're looking at me. And coming in to say hello, and I'm lighting a few candles for those who've gone before. And I hope the ones that I'm praying for, you bring them up to heaven. If you could see your way to doing that. So then I do the Station of the Cross. Normally I do it in my little book outside, but having to go to Kells to get this book that I had, and there was a good lot of stuff in it. But very good receptionist there knew that it was mine because of all the stuff that was in it, holy stuff to a certain extent. Anyways, so I got it, and then that's what I did. I called in and I finished in the Chaplet of Mercy 2 and 2 as I when I left the church. I did the Station of the Cross, and as I say, lit 5 candles. They're 20 cents each, so I did 5, put €1 in, and for all the ones, including the chap who died in the Twin Towers, Michael Patrick O'Reilly, is as good an Irish name as you could wish. They must have been originally from there. Maybe it was grandchildren there because they, anyway, I included him in the prayers and all and other ones. So I did it there. So it's always good to do something. And then I love lighting the candles for those that have gone before, and then the toilet there. You can go to the toilet, if you have to spend a penny, and so and it's tidy and clean, which is great. You don't have it in other churches. You don't have that facility, which is a shame. They should have it as a matter of course for people that visit the church and saying their prayers. Yeah, some churches have been closed to their eternal shame, deconsecrated. Can't do things like that. To be kept open. People got married there, made their first Holy Communion, confirmation, and funerals, and anniversaries. They all have a purpose, and if the bishops only wake up from their slumber and encourage people to practice their Catholic faith to save their modern soul, do something. To be expecting people to be going to Mass and they're doing nothing. And the sermons are, we don't call them that now, they call them homilies, and they're generally they're not strong. And then there's no missions in churches. There used to be missions every year. So it's just when I visit the churches to say to Jesus too, and to say pity there isn't all these things going on, the priest facing the tabernacle. Like when I'm talking to Jesus in the tabernacle, I don't turn me back on it, and even when I'm going out now, every time I pass the tabernacle, I genuflect. And when I'm going out there and say, Jesus, now I'm off now, and I bid the Blessed Mother and Saint Joseph and all the angels and saints adieu. So these are the simple things you do. You don't be waiting on ceremony for to be doing things A, B, and C. You do things the way you do yourself and the way you feel like talking to Jesus and like as if you're talking to a friend, a good friend. Yeah, I do that. And I think he hears. Yeah, he does. So there we are, and strange day, rain and sunshine. It's better than having permanent rain, isn't it? or permanent sun as they have in the equator in them places. Haven't seen a drop of rain for years. I wouldn't like to be hanging out there. Yeah, but how could you go outside or at that? You'd have to go out to tend to your livestock or whatever you. And I don't know what way they'd be able to graze and that. So bye now and enjoy the rest of your evening. I might sing an ordinary little song later on.